what can make IRGC actually get in a better position than they were before the 39 days war, before the bombings? Because as I see it, there is nothing they can do to get in a better position than they like to get the same position they were prior to the 39 days war. But somehow the media the last like weeks made me like I know most of it bullshit, but somehow it still makes me feel like well maybe some bad stuff are really happening and the ARGC actually could like become
So,
as strong
so
as
let,
it was before we killed
let me give
Khamenei.
you want the worst case scenario. You want me to give you the worst case scenario situation? Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So I'll answer you. So okay, yeah. So the worst case scenario would be for again. I'm not saying this is happening. You just ask for the worst case scenario that we have sanctions relief and the $24 billion relief without getting the enriched uranium out, with Americans leaving the area, the blockade is removed. Um, the IRGC somehow even manages to maintain some control over the Strait of Hormuz without them after the Americans leave. Um, we have sanctions relief. We have the $300 billion. I don't think that's going to work unless the IRGC opens the economy. So forget that. The 24 billion sanctions relief, Americans leaving, no enriched uranium out, and once the Americans leave, the IRGC gets rid of Ghalibaf. So Americans leaving, sanctions relief, sanctions are removed, the blockade is removed, the 24 billion is given, and United States leave, and IRGC sees that Ghalibaf doesn't have the protection or the use that he has before, and they push him aside and come back into power. And also, so they become fully in power without the supreme leader and without Ghalibaf in charge. That would be the worst case scenario. What do you think?
I don't know, like 24 billions. It might be sound as much as a lot of money, but not for a government for a big country like Iran. Um,
So
Also,
the $24 billion is not going to be as significant as the sanction removal and the blockade removal, but it's still a big deal for terrorists. Remember, like October 7th cost way less. I don't think October 7th even got into $1 billion territory. So it might not be that big of a deal when it comes to running a government's budget, but it's plenty of money for supporting terrorists.
and the other thing, I just think that at this point, every IRGC member who is actually like in a capable rank of getting getting something, like I'm 100% sure there have crazy infightings inside, and I think that everyone who has like a missile launcher, a stockpile of some missiles, won't even like talk to each other, so that every one of them has something in their hands, so that each of them like can have a say because as soon as they are like sharing something, giving something one to another, they're actually losing power. So,
Yes.
I don't
So
know if sanction.
So with the infighting right now with the Americans, there Ghalibaf has the upper hand, and will manage with that upper hand, he might be able to get everybody to get aligned with his under his leadership, and suppress the opposition. Without the Americans there, the IRGC will have the upper hand, and with their military force, they might be able to suppress everybody and give everybody a line. But the main damage that you're thinking is the ideological damage to what the Islamic Republic is supposed to represent, and also the internal fighting with regard in between the supporters of the Islamic Republic. But at the top of the Islamic Republic, whoever has the most power will eventually be able to get the other people to submit to their will.
And also, you told like a couple of days ago that they actually, first time in history, um, told that they're lost. Like Shia Muslims
Yep.
actually went and say that they're lost, and like I think it's a crack point. It's like a point with
Yep.
no return.
Yeah, that part is that is for sure a point with no return. Like the what the Islamic Republic represents, their ideological, what they stand for, their values. The regime supporters, they think that they have lost because they betrayed Islam, they betrayed the blood of the supreme leader, they betrayed what the Islamic revolution was about, and nothing is going to be able to repair that. The only thing that would repair that is that if the Islamic Republic will actually somehow manage to get revenge for the supreme leader, like killing, I don't know, Bibi or Trump or something like that, or devastating the Israel, and that's not going to happen. This is why Ghalibaf today came out yesterday. I mean, today or yesterday came out and said that, guys, we will get revenge in the same way that the coming of the Mahdi will get revenge for the death of Hussein. You know what that means? He means that we've been waiting already for 1300 years for the revenge of Hussein being killed in Karbala. So you guys should wait another 1300 years. Like what is a few hundred years for us to get to revenge? Like basically, um yeah, we've been patient already for 1300 years, so we're not going to get your revenge anytime soon. That's the message that he's sending, which I'm going to review that with Ali, by the way, because that is really telling. Anyways, I
Sorry, and a quick one.
go.
Like they say that they actually are aiming to go and capture Israel. Like they told, we are going to remove the Zionist regime, something like that, or something on the Quds. I don't know.
That's exactly the interview what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's what he's saying, which seems like he's saying, like, guys, we're gonna, don't worry, we're gonna go and invade Israel, but if you actually listen to what he's saying, he's also saying in the same way that the coming of the Mahdi will be revenge for Hussein's death, which means that this is not going to happen anytime soon.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.